If you want cheap and reliable coins, head on over to my sponsor AOEA.com and use my code VIC for 3% off.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 21 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Cincinnati Bengals with the new addition of Jamar Chase, and I think everyone can agree that Penei Sewell was definitely the pick there, but I guess Joe Burrow specifically asked for Jamar Chase number 1. They have Auden Tate, they have Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. They just needed to develop. I don't see why he seemed to rush that and push that in. But anyways, guys, I think that kind of screwed up the rest of the draft as well. Screwed up the draft order for a lot of teams. So anyways, guys, once again, it's time to get into the team. So in my last video, I recently, in my Falcons realistic rebuild with Kyle Pitts, I know I made a lot of unrealistic trades and a lot of people got really upset with that, and I labeled it as a realistic rebuild. But at the same time, I'm not paying a 81 overall player $30 million a year to regress and be just a terrible player on the team. I'm not going to do that. Once I start the franchise, I own the franchise. I mean, I can understand that it's labeled as a realistic rebuild, so I'll try to limit the trades I do. I will limit the trades I do, but come on, I'm not going to pay Dante Fowler Jr., 73 overall, $18 million a year. Yeah, no way. Crack contract, absolutely stupid. So let's get to the trades. So for the first trade, I know we're trading the division. Yeah, shut up. Okay, so we have Trey Waynes. They need a DB. We have a right tackle. They specifically asked for a right tackle, and they had moderate interest in him. And I'm giving them a second-round pick for aging David DeCastro, who they're going to need to replace eventually. So here we are with the overlook of the team after the trades. It was literally one trade. Don't give, oh my god, this is unrealistic. Okay, yeah, there's going to be a lot more trades like that. I trade for a lot of older players. I moved Auden Tate to tight end. Get mad about it. I don't care. He's 6'5", 228. The dude, I mean, yeah, he's a little undersized, a little underweight for the position. It's not like we have any other options at tight end. It's not like he's going to be beast there anyways. We also have 4 receivers, so might as well move one of them to tight end. And he also, I think he only regressed 2 overalls in terms of overalls, so let's just move into the midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Tennessee Titans, and looking into, we're 2-5 anyways, doesn't really matter, kind of what I expected, honestly. And looking into the re-signings here, we have Ricardo Allen. I moved him from strong safety to defensive back. I don't know why they picked him up. Is Von Bell injury prone? I wouldn't know. I'm keeping Von Bell at strong safety. He's the younger player. He's the better player in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not going to re-sign any of those guys. They're all old anyways. So here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Baltimore Ravens. No surprise there. And looking into, okay, we're 7-9. I wish we were worse than that, because if we're not going to make the playoffs, we might as well get a better pick. Joe Burrow, great in yards, terrible in touchdowns, 14th best offense, 16th best defense, middle of the road team. Finished 7-9, 4,200 yards, 22 Ds, 11 interceptions is not good. Joe Mixon over 1,000 yards. Jamar Chase, 1,200 yards, 11 TDs. Great rookie season. That's probably going to be X factor. I also gave him superstar development to start out. Tackles for a loss, 11 on the team. Sacks on the team is going to be 7.5 for DJ Reader. Interceptions, 3 for Chidobe Awuzie, if that's how you pronounce it, or Chidobe Awuzie, however you want to pronounce it. 0 safeties and 1 defensive touchdown for Jesse Bates. So anyways, guys, it is time to move into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Kansas City Chiefs beat the New Orleans Saints, and looking into it, no Bengals have won any awards, which that's okay, I guess. And looking into the retirements, AFC. Wait, what? What I just do? Did I just go to AFC East? I don't know what I'm doing. Supposed to go to, no, why am I going to NFC North? AFC North. Okay, there we go. Punter, our punter retired. Boo-hoo. Oh no. So anyways, guys, looking into the re-signings, again, just a bunch of old players that I can honestly care less about. Would have honestly gutted the team and traded them away if people would let me, so that way I could label this as a realistic rebuild or whatever. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop complaining. Getting into the team. Let's see if we got any dev-ups. Jamar Chase, superstar X Factor, and Joe Burrow, superstar development. He's always had superstar development. Let's change this real quick. No. Lofting Deadeye, I guess that's, I'll just give him Pocket Deadeye, cool. But looking into Jamar Chase now, absolute beast, 88 overall, superstar X Factor. Definitely like what he brings to the table now that he's an X Factor. And even a superstar development, he was pretty good anyways. So offensive line still needs to be improved in the draft or free agency. Defensively, Josh Bynes, 69 overall, nice, got start Evan. Von Bell is now a superstar. I feel like in every one of my rebuilds with Von Bell, he always gets superstar and then does nothing after that. So let's just get into free agency. So after free agency, we kind of got a haul. We got Brandon Scherf. I moved him to right guard to left guard. Oh, unrealistic. Yeah, shut up. He's still a guard. Sidney Jones. I got him as depth, more depth, a kicker, and a punter. I just got depth. The only big player was Brandon Scherf. So let's get to the draft. In the draft, I'm picking up Josh Bynes' replacement. 74 overall, a hidden development, first round pick. Definitely like what he brings to the table, and I definitely like what he has. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. O-line has definitely improved significantly just because of Brandon Scherf, and I did pick up a right tackle in the draft. He is a low overall. Linebacking core kind of still sucks, and defensive line is meh. I guess we could improve that later. So let's just move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Ravens. That's not really a good sign. 2-5. What is that? Yeah, 2-5. Again, bottom of the division. Back-to-back. Doesn't really make too much sense, I guess. But Jesse Bates, 93 overall, superstar development. I guess the linebacking core does need to be improved that badly. But he resigns the team. David DeCastro just traded for him. Hopefully he doesn't retire. He is 31 years old. Offensive linemen retire at like 33 or something. A lot of them do. And he resigns. Auden Tate, 77 overall, star development tight end. He's moderately good, and he's really, really cheap. So I would definitely re-sign him. Sam Hubbard, 77 overall. I'm not going to pay you $8 million a year to be a 77 overall who starts regression in like a season or two. Yeah, I'm good. He won't even make it to an 85 overall. So anyways, guys, let's get to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Patriots. Obviously, we did not make the playoffs, having 2-5 at the midseason. We are 7-9 again, bottom of the division. Great. Joe Burrow had a big improvement from last season. 6th best offense in the NFL, 25th best defense. That held us down bad. 4,400 yards, 33 TDs, 14 interceptions. Big improvement. Joe Mixon, 5 TDs, over 1,000 yards. Gus Edwards had 11 TDs apparently. Receiving wise, T. Higgins, 1,100 yards, 15 TDs. Okay. Jamar Chase had a big fall off from last season. And looking into it defensively, Logan Wilson with the most tackles on team, most tackles for a loss, 11 for Trey Hendrickson, most sacks on team, 13.5 for Trey Hendrickson. Okay. 4 interceptions for Von Bell. Safeties on the team is going to be 0, and defensive touchdowns on the team is going to be 0. So anyways, guys, on that, I would say that it is time to move into the offseason. I was kind of awkward silence there at the end, but it's fine. Looking into it, the Packers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I don't see any Bengal awards in there. So, I mean, there probably was one for Rookie of the Year for the Defensive Rookie of the Year for the linebacker, but who cares? Retirements, whatever. And looking into the re-signings to see if I want anyone else here. Yeah, Sam Hubbard's 27, starts regression next season, and he's 78 and wants $8 million a year. And he, I think he's put up like 5 sacks in total for the past 2 seasons. Yeah, nah, I'm good. Yeah, T. Higgins, superstar development now after that beast season. Great receiving core. I did not need to put Auden Tate as a 4th-string receiver, so he's definitely now at tight end. I like that move. Trey Hendrickson, 13.5 sack season, has star development, and apparently our rookie has superstar development. So that is great to see. Chidobe Awuzie, superstar dev. He starts regression next season anyways. I doubt he gets to an 85 overall. But anyways, guys, let's move into free agency. Here we are after free agency getting a haul in Jair Alexander, 98 overall, superstar X Factor, Kenyon Drake, Mike McGlinchey, and Ben Jones. I didn't really need Jair, but at the same time, I wanted him. So here we are in the draft, picking up a center in replacement of Ben Jones. I know I just got Ben Jones. He's only on a 1-year deal. He's going to be terrible next season, so I'll probably just start this guy instead. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. Offense is complete. Offense is literally complete. We need nothing on offense. If this offense is not top 10 every year, I'm going to be heated. Defensively, I mean, our D-line is okay. Linebacking core, I would like a new middle linebacker, but I see that's the only hole in our defense. So let's get to midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Bills, 4-3. I'd like it to be like 5-2. Our only problem is linebacker, like middle linebacker. And we are 2nd in the division behind the Ravens. And looking into the re-signings here, Von Bell actually got up to an 85 overall. That's kind of surprising. Well, he hasn't even started regression yet. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, he resigns on a cheap deal. Mike Hilton, 85 overall, star dev. He does start regression this year. Will probably be an 84 by the end of this. But he's a solid piece. Definitely want to keep him. Chidobe Awuzie definitely starts regression next year, but I think he'll barely make it to an 85 overall, but I'll still keep him. A great player as well. Trey Hendrickson just had, 1 good season with the Saints and 1 with us. I don't want to give him massive contracts, but we just let go Sam Hubbard, and he is an 83. I think maybe I could give him a contract at the end. I don't know yet. Larry Ogunjobi, Yeah, no, he's already regressing and it's not good. 79 overall. He won't even make it to an 80 overall again by the end of the season without morale. So let's just move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a win to the Jets, and we didn't make the playoffs apparently, finishing 9-7 behind the 12-4 Ravens. Okay, Joe Burrow had a down season from last season. Top 5 offense, but 18th best defense, which is middle of the road, and a top 5 offense gets you 9-7. Okay. A few interceptions for Joe Burrow, 1,200 yards for Joe Mixon. Great season. 1,200 yards, 7 for Chase, and 1,000 for Tate. Great season from both of them. Defensively, Logan Wilson with the most tackles on team. Tackles for a loss, 16 for DJ Reader, and 4.5 sacks for Larry Ogunjobi. And yeah, interceptions is pretty solid. Safety 0 and defensive touchdown 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I would say that it is time to move into the offseason. Hopefully we can make some big moves. The Packers beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl, and looking into it, I don't see any Bengals for any awards. This is the final season. We need to make something happen. It is definitely big, and looking into the retirements, looks like the punter for the Ravens retired. What a big loss. Anyways, looking into the re-signings, Trey Hendrickson, I think I might want, but I think I could get someone better in free agency like J.J. Watt. He'd probably be there. Or Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary is usually always there. I was apparently told also to move into a 3-4, so I might do that as well. Joe Mixon, I don't know how he didn't get Superstar X Factor after that B season. So I was told to move into a 3-4, and I think that might be logical with the team that we're running now. And I'll probably pick up edge rushers in free agency. Rashawn Gary's always there, so I'll probably pick him up. So let's get to free agency. And like I said before, Rashawn Gary, normal development, 87 overall. Picked him up. He's on the team now. Matthew Ioannidis as well. We also got Cleveland Farrell just as a defensive end player. I really don't care about him. So anyways, guys, let's move into the draft. So we're moving into a 3-4, so we need an edge rusher. We're trading a 3 and a 4 for Chandler Jones. And in Madden, he will definitely retire next season. This dude's like almost dead in this game. So anyways, guys, let's just get into a pick. So for our first round pick, we don't need anything. This team is so filled in, but we still go 9-7 and miss the playoffs. So tight end, sure. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft, as we have, again, everything we need. We don't need anything else. Like, I don't know what we need. The outside linebacker, I moved to inside linebacker. Linebackers are fine. Defensive pressure, we have Chandler Jones, Rashawn Gary, Matthew Ioannidis, Cleveland Farrell's meh, but still, it shouldn't be a problem. So let's get to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Los Angeles Rams. That's a good sign. 6-2, second in the division behind the 6-1 Browns. Highly contested division because the Ravens and the Browns. Great season though. T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, all these other players. I don't need to resign because it is the final season. So anyways, guys, that it's time to move into the playoffs. And what? Coming off a win to the Ravens, finished 9-7, missed the playoffs. Oh my God, EA. '91 overall, 93 offense. Bro, you will not tell me that we have a worse team to go 9-7. We have a 91 overall team, 88, 85, 89, 83, 83, 83, 86, 86. 91 is us. 91 is us. 85, 87, 89, 89, 85, 86, 89, 85, 88, 83, 84, 85. You get the gist. You can read it yourself at this point. Like, I don't need to spoon feed this to you. Look at this. Not one team in the entire NFL has even close to our overall. The closest overall to us is an 89 with the Buccaneers and the Browns. We have the highest overall in the entire league, and we miss the playoffs and go 9-7. That infuriates me. Oh, well, your defensive playbooks aren't good. This is what I was told worked. Third best offense in the NFL. Come on, Joe Burrow had a B season, runner-up for MVP as well. Third best offense in the league. Just absolutely insane. Show me the defense. 17th best defense. Middle of the road defense, even though we have a great defense in general. I don't know what's up with this game. 43 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Joe Mixon, 12 TDs, 1,200 yards. Insane. Tyler Boyd, 1,100 yards, 16 TDs. Great season. Defensively, Logan Wilson, 135 tackles. Great season. 10 tackles for a loss. That's honestly lackluster. Only 8 sacks for one player. 5 interceptions for Mike Hilton. We got a handful of interceptions. Safety, 0 on defensive touchdowns. 0. How does that make sense? EA, fix your game. I am the highest overall team, and I go 9-7 and miss the playoffs. That's such BS. Like, should I even look into my schemes? Like, it's such BS at this point. Like, I don't even care. It's honestly just infuriated me. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoy it, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.